we were taught about having our own Bitcoin wallets. So I wanted to ask that, okay, for someone that is just starting out, that doesn't know much about Bitcoin, if I want to use a certain wallet, what kind of wallet is preferable? Is it a mobile wallet or desktop wallet? That's for a beginner. I just want to use it as a store of value, like no much transactions and all that, because I know he taught us about the advantages of the different kinds of wallets, but it's more like I'm seeking for advice, like your like what kind of wallet would you advise someone that is just starting out to use? So that's my question.
Um, for mobile wallets, I would advise that you use Bitnob wallet of Satoshi, because I think is easy to access with your phone. It's very easy. It's very easy to access with your phone instead of desktop. Hello. That's my own point though, because that's what I've been using, and I feel is easy for me. So I feel it to be easy for anybody else or anyone else. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. So sorry, I thought I was speaking the other time. Thank you so much for this awesome contribution. Anyone else have anything to add? Our dear sister Pusayo said, what wallet should you think is good or is well or very easier for new beginners? Anyone have any idea to share or any contribution to share before, as usual, I chime in? Bosun, I know Sina you. Go ahead.
Hello, hello. Thank you. Busayo, so you were asking for a beginner what wallet is going to be easy to use. So I'm just going to touch a bit on what Ifoma said. I know you also spoke about, since Busayo was saying that we spoke about a couple of wallets last week, like custodial wallets, that's like wallets that you own your own Bitcoin, and wallets that your Bitcoin is with your wallet provider. So just to touch on what Ifoma said, a good example is Bitnob, where you can easily like fund it with fiat. When I say fiat, with your naira, fund it with your naira and then convert it to what's it called, to Bitcoin. Then as an easier way again, just to hold it like in a different wallet as store of value so that you don't use it from time to time. You can send it from Bitnob to wallet of Satoshi using the Lightning Network. So just copy your Lightning address from wallet of Satoshi, paste it in Bitnob, and then send. The fees are very moderate, very moderate fees. Another example is Strike. Now, these wallets I've just mentioned, Bitnob and Strike, they ask you for KYC, meaning that your Bitcoin is not your own. Like, it's not in your custody. You don't have the keys to it. So in case like maybe Strike, there's like, let's say for example, like a legal battle or whatever, and then
My day
Strike goes
class
down,
now.
your Bitcoin goes down with them as well
Eh?
because you don't have the keys to them. But and easier, like you
I no
said, for a
get.
beginner, how to fund it with your Naira so that you understand what's going on. You can do small amounts. You can even do 5K, 3K, just fund your this thing. And if you see that, okay, I can actually do this, fine, go ahead and then save your keys. Let me give you my own example. So most of my Bitcoin needs to be on Paxful, and anyone who knows Paxful knows that Paxful, you don't own the keys to your Bitcoin. Bitcoin is with Paxful. When I discovered the Lightning wallet, I was the Lightning network and Lightning wallet. I was like, okay, this is a bit easy. Oh. So I started transferring small funds from Paxful to example wallet of Satoshi. I was like, okay. Then one day I was like, let me just send everything I have here with the Lightning Network to wallet of Satoshi. It went once. I was like, cool. So I have my own keys. I have my own Bitcoin now in my own wallet. Little did I know that still they were like the keys were not mine. It was like a custodial wallet. The keys were still with what's it called? Wallet of Satoshi. But the good thing is that my money was now in my custody, sort of, because Paxful, if anyone who's used Paxful like in the past knows that you're using Paxful is very, very troublesome. If you want to convert your Bitcoin to Naira, you have to send your money to an escrow, wait for like the trader to answer you. So like let's say give or take like a 30 minutes window period to sell and get your Bitcoin like fiat or whatever you want to do. You know, to deposit is easy, but to take your money out again is a bit hard because you need like a another vendor or another person who wants to like sell, you know, trade with you and then give you that money or whatever. So when I transferred this money from Paxful to wallet of Satoshi, it was very easy. So I kept sending money there back and forth to Paxful. Guess what? Till today, I don't think I've done any transactions on Paxful in the last 6 months. I've forgotten about them. Like I'm like my Bitcoin is with me now. The last class I joined, I was like, when I saw all the wallet options, I made the personal choice of moving my Bitcoin from wallet of Satoshi, which is a custodial wallet that they have the keys. And if they go down, my Bitcoin goes down with them. I moved it to Moon. So I have all my keys with me now, written down somewhere, safe. It's also sort of stored somewhere again that only me knows. So my Bitcoin is with me, it's on a mobile phone, it's on my mobile wallet, if you permit me to say so. So I transfer money from there whenever I want. It's a greater store of value because from time to time I don't have to go to Moon and always, you know, anything I want to do now, I just send small money to wallet of Satoshi, keep it there. If I want to send it to Naira, I just send it to Bitnob and then convert, keep my money in OP or whatever. So
Wow.
thank you very much. I know that was long-winded. Thank you.
Wow. I'm really, really happy because you said formerly you were not using the normal Bitcoin wallet, self custody. You were more of Lightning wallet of Satoshi. So now this is a big news, a really big news because I feel like some people they mistake Lightning wallet for Bitcoin wallet. And one reason why I feel like this Lightning network is a big thing for us to study is that Lightning network is actually a solution to most of this normal Bitcoin to most of Bitcoin core problem. So we're going to delve into what the Lightning network is. But before then, let me just give this little analogy. Busayo, you want to start as a newbie, as a complete beginner to Bitcoin. You want to start saving your life. Let me put it your life savings, your future savings, the savings for your family or the savings for your future wedding or your future car. Like you have a reason to save. So now you want to save this money in Bitcoin, and maybe now you've heard about the Bitcoin wallet. You have seen how cost it is to send on chain. You've seen how slow it takes. You see, the new beginner experience won't tally well when you try to push everything on chain. So now this is when the Lightning wallet come, and we will cover it in this our session, but we won't use today. We can use next class or next upper class to cover it. But this is where the Lightning wallet comes in. Before you choose a Lightning wallet, make sure you have checked everything you need to check. Make sure you check if it's a custodial, non-custodial, open source, closed source, what kind of wallet it is it centralized, is it controlled, Make sure you do your own research on your wallet. Personally, Bosun and Informa said wallet of Satoshi. I for me I still like Blink in a way because Blink, it seems like I've known them so much than how I know Wallet of Satoshi. Wallet of Satoshi one is not open source. I don't know the full background of Wallet of Satoshi, but I surely know the background of Blink because Blink make their story open. Their codes also are open, you know. So I can trust. I don't trust. Yo, I can't trust, but I can still gamble my money on Blink because there are people that you know, and there are people that you know who is their head of directors. You know everything about them. But Wallet of Satoshi, they made everything like so close and so hidden. So that's why I try to fuck with Blink in terms of like new onboarding. When it's like new onboarding, when you're onboarding, you need to start with a wallet that you have done your research on. So me, I did my research and I chose Blink. So now, this is how Lightning Wallet come. Lightning Wallet should could be used to stack up. You know, you don't just start a Bitcoin on-chain wallet like the green wallet, the blue wallet, the moon wallet, the sparrow wallet, which Glenn mentioned. You can't just start there with 5,000 naira. The fee alone to send the money to that wallet address would be so much more than the actual amount you want to send. So this is why Lightning Wallet comes in. With Lightning Wallet, you can start stacking as little as the littlest amount you can ever think of. You can start stacking it. Then when you have gotten to a particular amount, some people said before you would love to switch to an on-chain, the on-chain wallet, you can start by 100,000 sats. Why some people say 400,000 sats? Why some people say 700,000 sats? Why? Because of the UTXO. So we don't know what the UTXO is, but I'll just give you a overall. UTXO is called unspent transaction. So the more UTXO you have on chain, the more fee you would have to pay once the price or once the network gets more congested. So you want to avoid having too much UTXO in your address. So that's why you need to start with a Lightning address so you can stack little. When you're stacking little with your Lightning address and you reach a desired amount, then you can push everything in bulk and throw on chain. Please don't start on chain. Don't start on chain with 20,000 sats. In the nearest future, that your 20,000 sats the balance can turn to fee. I mean, can turn to dust. So this is why we all need to be cautious, and this is why Lightning Network has come in for our today's topic. As I said earlier, you might prefer to start with a Lightning wallet, which would cover today, and then stack up your desired amount. Make sure it's a large amount. Then you push it over to on-chain because of the UTXO and the fees. You're trying to have little UTXO for everything. So Bitnob, Wallet of Satoshi, Bitnob is an exchange and it's also a wallet, but it is trusted because they are also open source, I guess, and all their APIs are open for anyone to use. So you can use Bitnob to stack daily, like to convert your fiat to Bitcoin. Then you can push your money from Bitnob down to your Lightning wallet. But the best thing is that if you even have a skill, you can trade in exchange of Bitcoin. You can work with a Bitcoin company and exchange your skill for Bitcoin, so you don't even have to buy any Bitcoin. I know someone who haven't buy any Bitcoin. The person use their skill to exchange. So you can just do like that. So it depends on how well can you acquire Bitcoin. So I think we've wasted much time. Seriously, Bosun, this is you. This is you. And Ifoma, this is you also. So you guys make sure you don't leave this class until we are done. So since we've wasted much time, and at least I know it is very, very valuable. Busayo, I hope you are clear. Or do you have any other questions to ask? I don't care asking questions before then we round up. Busayo, are you clear? Or does anyone have any question to ask pertaining to?
Yes, I'm clear now. Thank you very much.
But I have a feeling of but it's all right. We might cover it in this section today. So now we've talked about Lightning wallets. Now we need to understand what is a Lightning network. But bro, I forgot my book. I had this research book. I forgot. I didn't bring it up with me. So, what is a Lightning network? Let me just give you a little debrief of the origin of Lightning network before we dive down so we can get all this slide clear. before, so we won't make mistakes. So, first of all, I hope you all are following. The information I'll be sharing now should be very, very valuable. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, or if you are having difficulty hearing me, just let me know so I can speed myself low. So now, what is a Lightning network? The Lightning network is a second layer solution built on Bitcoin that allows people to send Bitcoin faster and cheaper than directly on the Bitcoin blockchain. The Bitcoin blockchain, we have Bitcoin wallets, and our Bitcoin wallets are the green wallet, the hot wallet. The hot wallets are all those online wallets. The cold wallet are all those offline wallets. So there's a lot you need to deep dive on type of wallets. You understand? But in a Bitcoin, we have Bitcoin wallet, we have Lightning wallet. A Bitcoin wallet are wallet that integrates the Bitcoin on-chain payments real. Like they focus on Bitcoin on-chain payments or Bitcoin on-chain stacking. But the Lightning wallet will focus more on Lightning stacking or Lightning payment, you know. So when you're using a Bitcoin wallet that focuses only on the Bitcoin on-chain, you see it takes about 10 minutes or more. Sometimes it can take to like 1 hour for your confirmation for your transaction to be confirmed. And as you see in our last section, when Glenn was doing this test transaction, it took a while. It took him a while before the transaction was confirmed by the miners and verified by the node. And that is just for the test. Imagine if it's the real main net, the real Bitcoin blockchain when the transaction was being sent. You would see when our transaction was that last block, it would have taken us like 2 hours or maybe 1 hour before it is being confirmed. Why? Because the average fee, we paid less for the average fee, so we have to stay back up the line. Then people who paid high will stay front of the line. So back then, like, the Bitcoin blockchain waiting time was very frustrating for people, and it can take about minutes or even hours, plus even the high fees, and people don't like it. So when someone doesn't like something, they have to look for solution. So now the Lightning enable instant transaction by creating a network of payment channel. So when we are talking about Lightning payments, sending from your Bitcoin wallet to your Blink wallet to my wallet of Satoshi, these are Lightning wallets because they are Lightning integrated. Wallet of Satoshi, Blink, Phoenix wallet, you can mention them. They are all Lightning wallet. When you are making Lightning payments within, maybe let me say, Blink and wallet of Satoshi, there's something that has happened that you don't know. Only what you know as a user is that, wow, my transaction went in lightning speed. You understand? But you don't know what really happened. And what happened was that there was like the payment channels, like there's what they call lightning channel. So this lightning channel now is what enables for me to send to you instantly. So now we're going to also cover what the lightning channel is. This is like a gradual process class. We won't like see everything like at once. Just take your time and assimilate everything I'm saying. If you have question, my co-host, who is Williams, is here to notify me of your questions. Please, what?
Yeah, sorry, Destiny. There's another question from Gift.
Okay.
The question says, please, what should we look out for when selecting a particular wallet to use?
You see, in life, find yourself a second co-host because the first one fee fuck up. Thank you so much, William, for this. I really appreciate you. So, Gift, you asked this question. Please, what should we look for when selecting a particular wallet to use? Maybe you were not in the previous class, but I'm happy to go back. I love carrying people along. So, if you are if you are like delving into the Bitcoin on chain, like the main Bitcoin blockchain, you just need to look out for the open source of the wallet. Make sure you are going with a wallet that is open source, in the sense that their codes are being opened so that people can come and correct, or people can come and work in it to make the wallet perfect or great or better. So if you go for a closed source wallet, those wallets are wallets that hide their code. I don't know why they're hiding their code, but they hide their code so people cannot see it and people cannot work on it. So if you are going with an open source wallet, you understand, that means anything that happens, everyone would actually know before it happens. So that's why open source and closed wallet is important. And also self custody and custody. You need to know whether you need to go for a wallet that you can hold your keys, your seed phrase. In our last section, we did a practical on how we can open green wallet, blue wallet, different kind of green wallet and blue wallet. So I don't know, we didn't do a recording for that, but I will try my best to try something so you can understand or you can start it. But it's simple, come and give you the right update and the right knowledge to what the Lightning Network is all about. So, who created the Lightning Network? During my research, I found out that Joseph Poon and Thaddeus, Joseph and Thaddeus, they both wrote the original Lightning Network white paper in 2015, explaining just the idea. So, Joseph and Thaddeus, I know we have someone that is good at GPT right here. You can just do your research. They wrote the original Lightning Network white paper, just as Satoshi wrote the Bitcoin white paper. So Joseph and Thaddeus, they wrote the original Lightning Network white paper. But this is what happened. They wrote this white paper in 2015, but they never implemented on anything. They just explained the idea. They thought of something like, yo, can this thing be possible? Okay, let us just write it down and put it out for the world. So just this idea, just this little concept they put on paper was actually how the Lightning Network came into play. And and after they did this white paper, developers and companies began to build Lightning implementation, Lightning protocol. And one of them is Lightning Labs. So Lightning Labs now is co-founded by Elizabeth Stack. So this Elizabeth Stack you are seeing on the screen, she's one of the co-founder of Lightning Lab. Lightning Lab. So this Lightning Lab now, they created their own Lightning implementation according to the idea that was shared by Joseph and Thaddeus. They created their own implementation and they call it LND, which is called Lightning Network Daemon. LND. And another developer or another company called Blockstream also implemented on the Lightning Network white paper and did magic, and they didn't do magic, they developed what we called C Lightning, that's Core Lightning. So Blockstream was the one who developed Core Lightning, and Async came up with their own and developed eClear or eClear. So eClear is also a Lightning implementation or a Lightning protocol. Then Spiral came up and created their own Lightning Dev Kit, that's LDK. So there are a lot of developers and companies that built implementation to the Lightning Network, but these are just the key that we should look at. You understand? And the purpose of these different Lightning software implementation, which are the LND, Core Lightning, ECLA, LDK, is to build and improve the Lightning Network, making Bitcoin faster, cheaper, and more scalable. So, different Lightning implementations cannot connect with one another, creating a global decentralized payment network where transactions are made. So now, when we are talking about channel, we are talking about implementing, like interacting with these Lightning implementations. You can so if you want to interact with with Lightning, you need to open a channel first with either any of these Lightning implementation. So when you open a channel with them, like you don't need to just directly open a channel with them. You can just like they are like sub they are like will I call it domain, subdomain? Let us say they are like sub developments, like there are developments under them that makes it easier. Now, I, who is Destiny, can open a channel with Bosun. So what makes the Lightning Network very effective than the Bitcoin engine is that I and Bosun can easily open a channel by ourselves. We can easily open a channel. Can everyone hear me? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So I and Bosun can easily we can easily come together and agree that let us we are locking some Bitcoin on chain to create a channel. So we want to create a channel, a lightning channel. So when we have created this, when we have opened a channel together, the idea there is in form of like putting money in a shared wallet. I can put 10,000 Bitcoin. Person can put 5,000 Bitcoin. We just lock it in a vault and like make a transaction on the main chain. So when you're interacting with the Lightning network, the Lightning channel only interface with the main chain twice. That is when you're opening a channel and when you're closing a channel. I'm not slide sharing. I don't know if anyone have any question to ask. Feel free to ask any question. You can drop it in the chat box. 100 million sats make 1 Bitcoin. So now with Lightning, you can make payments to anyone on the network, not just the person you share a direct tab with. Your payment can navigate through a network until it reaches its destination, even if you don't open channel with the recipient. So now Busayo wants to make transaction with me, but she never opened a channel with me via Lightning. What the scenario there is that since now there's a big network of channels in Lightning, that's what we call the Lightning network. Since now the network is big, it has expanded. Busayo can actually send Bitcoin to me directly. Why? Because even if Busayo have never opened a channel with me, but someone that Busayo might be connected with might have opened a channel with me, or maybe the software she's using to open her channel has open channel with the software I'm using. So one way or the other, we are connected via Lightning. I don't know if anyone is understanding me. So Lightning just makes it easier to pay, to receive Bitcoin, to send Bitcoin, to stack your Bitcoin. Lightning makes it very, very easier. And the best part is that you don't need to wait for 10 minutes. You don't need the miner to accept your fee. You don't need UTXO. You don't need to check out mempool.space to interact with Lightning. The only interaction with Lightning on the normal Bitcoin blockchain is that when you want to open a channel on Lightning, you have to first interact with with Bitcoin with the Bitcoin. You have to make a payment on chain. Then, after you've opened the channel, you are free to make payments via Lightning until you want to close. Then you close off the channel, and then and you can see that the only way the miner fit from your fees is just 2 places, but you can be able to make like unlimited transaction via Lightning. So now let us take a look at the difference between on-chain transactions, which is the type of transactions we discussed in chapter 7, and off-chain transaction, which is the Lightning network. So when we say something is on-chain, we are talking about the Bitcoin normal blockchain, the Bitcoin normal network. We're talking about Bitcoin network. But when we are talking about off the chain, Bitcoin is not on chain. Like Bitcoin is not like Lightning is not adding a block to the chain. Lightning is just a solution built on top. So Lightning is actually an off chain. It's off the chain. So now when we are talking about off chain, we are now referring to Lightning network. So now for on-chain transactions and off-chain transactions, what is it? What is it? We can see that on-chain transactions, this transaction happen directly on the Bitcoin blockchain. As you can see, the blockchain is a ledger of audio transaction happening in the network. So now let us say this thing now, like these images and $100, $250, this is the blockchain. Does the channel need to have Bitcoin? When you are trying to open your channel, you need to use Bitcoin as like the liquidity to open it. You need to actually transact on chain, so you need Bitcoin to transact on chain. So let us say this is the Bitcoin blockchain. Now, for Mary, now let us say this is Mary. For Mary to send okay, let us say this is Busayo or Ifoma. For Ifoma to send money to Bosun, it have to take about 10 minutes. Why? Because now the miners need to confirm. And the fee now depends on the size of the transaction in bytes. So if you are sending $100, you need to know you need to understand what we call bytes. The space, that is the space your transaction is taking up in the block. If your transaction is taking big space, that means you have to pay more fee. But if it's taking small space, then you have to pay small fee. You understand? So all this happening in the Bitcoin blockchain, in the Bitcoin normal chain. It takes 10 minutes. You pay high fee when your transaction is very high. The size is high. And you notice that it is very, very secured. This is the secured way to Bitcoin. If you want to be a self-sovereign human being, if you want to save your Bitcoin for the long term, this is actually the process to do it. You need to know how to interact with the Bitcoin on chain. You need to hold your private keys. You need to know that your Bitcoin is your Bitcoin. As we see, the Lightning is not Bitcoin. It is just a solution built on top of Bitcoin. But one of the amazing things I love about Lightning is that the Lightning developers never come up with a token like a Lightning token or a Lightning coin. They just fuck out with all those stuff and just focus on building solutions to make Bitcoin accessible. So now on-chain takes 10 minutes and it is very, very secure, but it is slower. But let us check what the off-chain does. So now with the off-chain transaction, this transaction happens on a separate network built on top of the Bitcoin blockchain. So this is a separate network. It does not need this ledger. It is a separate network. As I said, the network happens when channels are being opened excessively around. It forms to be a network. So now they are settled faster and with a lower fee. This is Destiny. This is William. We want to send Bitcoin to ourselves. You see it. We want to send Bitcoin to ourselves. We would first open a channel and it will cost us on chain. So we have to make a specific payment on chain. You know, do a payment on chain. And when we do a payment on chain, we've opened a channel. And now this channel we open now, we can transact as many Bitcoin as we want. We can transact as many Bitcoin as we want. So when we are done with transacting with as many Bitcoin as we want, mind you, we are not transacting and waiting for the nodes or miners to verify. No, we are transacting free because we have done a direct opening of the Lightning channel. As I said earlier, the Lightning network was just an idea by two people and it was developed by different companies and developers. So now this channel allows for me and William to send Bitcoin from one like excessively. Until now, we choose to close our channel. We will then go down to this blockchain, the Bitcoin blockchain, and close the channel. It is most likely that the use of multi-signature wallet is very, very important in creating a channel with a Lightning. Of course, this Lightning technicalities doesn't have to concern us because we just want to use our money, we want to understand our money. But it is important to know what's up, like what's actually going back end. At least we can be able to defend ourselves very well on Lightning. So now Lightning is commonly used where regulations and laws support the adoption and where features like the speed and cost of transactions are more important. When compared to transaction on-chain, Lightning are less secure because for
Sorry,
Bitcoin
Daphne.
to be made,
There,
there need to be a lot of
there's a
security.
question from Dennis.
Okay.
It says he wants to know if this so this off-chain network is open to transfer to different Bitcoin wallets.
Yeah, the off-chain network, like we have to open a channel together first. We have to first of all open a channel. And lest I forget, if Oma, please, when we are done with this section, please feel free to like reach out to me. There's something I would love to confirm from you directly. So the off-chain network, the off-chain network, you need to open a channel off-chain to interact with Bitcoin off-chain with the Lightning. You need to open a channel. So when you've opened a channel, when I've opened a channel with you, Dennis, when we have opened a Lightning channel with you, Dennis, we can transfer Bitcoin to as many times as we want. But I don't think it relates with Bitcoin wallet because we are trying to go away from Bitcoin, then come to Lightning. So we have to make use of our Lightning wallet to send and receive instantly. But now when we are trying to meddle with, or when we are trying to bring in the normal on-chain wallet, we have to pay large fees. You know, try going to your Blink and try to send Bitcoin on-chain. You see that you will be you will be told to pay higher fees because they are not of the same network. They are two different networks entirely. Lightning and Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the base. Lightning is the story being built on top the base. So they are not of the same network. But the Lightning is a solution to Bitcoin scalability. Imagine you going to the doctor and your wife is pregnant. Can you wait until the miners confirm your transaction before you pay for your wife pregnancy? No. But Lightning enables you to pay instantly. Even if the doctor does not accept Bitcoin, you can exchange your Bitcoin directly in an exchange with Lightning. Easy. But with Bitcoin, you need to wait 10 minutes. And you know, these exchanges can be very, very crazy sometimes. But Lightning makes the experience very, very easy. So now, the Lightning Network, let us look at the definition, advantage, and disadvantage. The Bitcoin network is a decentralized digital network that uses cryptography to secure financial transactions. While the Lightning Network is a second layer, like the second story building. The Bitcoin network is the base building, the foundation. Lightning is the story building built on top the Bitcoin network. So, the Lightning Network is a second layer payment protocol that operates on top of Bitcoin blockchain. So Bitcoin is the base, so Lightning is on top of it. And it enables faster and cheaper transaction. You don't need to pay high fee because miner does not need to mine your transaction, or node does not need to verify your transaction, because we all know that the miners are in profit of mining. In mining, sometimes they are always in profit sometimes because they earn from both transaction and from both subsidy. But the Lightning Network gives you another universe entirely when you can interact with Bitcoin without interfering on chain, except when you want to open and close your channel. So I'm not saying that we should go and open our channel. Of course, if we want to open our channel, we can do a more deep dive into Lightning Network, call more experts in the field, that they come and share with us how to open a channel, and we can open a channel, or we can start running our Lightning node. That's very easy. So the advantage for the Bitcoin network, it is decentralized and it is secured. It does not involve any fraud. It can be used anonymously, and it is accepted globally. And the advantage of the Lightning Network is it is fast, it is cheap, it has increased scalability, and it does not clog on the blockchain. You know, if you are using on-chain and you are sending transaction, it will show. I don't know if I can share my if I can share my, let me try to be more practical now. Okay, let me share this tab now. So now this is what we call mempool.space. Mempool.space is a Bitcoin explorer. So now this is what whenever I'm saying a block. So this is a block here. This is a block. And all these things that is happening inside here is that the miners are trying to solve the puzzle in this block. And this is a transaction in a block. So when I click on this transaction now, Because of it, the transaction is made on chain. I can actually see everything, like the amount that was sent. You can see this one is 0.0062 BTC. The amount that is left 0.132 BTC. But the important thing, the amazing thing here is that I can never know who is the owner of this address or who is the owner of this Bitcoin that is here. I can never know. It is just to show me that this is an open protocol. Your information are stored on the blockchain and everyone can just see and verify it, but no one can actually hack you except they want to go the extra mile. But when you're interacting with Lightning, you don't need to play on chain. They don't need to. Nobody can see your transaction because everything is done off chain. But it's only when you want to close your transaction or you want to close your channel, then you can chime in on chain. And when you close your channel, it is done. And the disadvantage of the Bitcoin network, oh my God, yeah, you're so down. Disadvantage of the Bitcoin network is that one, it has slow transaction time, it has high fees, it requires trust in the channel. I mean, it has high fees, yeah. But for the Lightning Network, one of the disadvantages there is that it requires trust in the channel operators. If I want to open my channel with Bosun, I need to know if Bosun is trustworthy. If Bosun does not have, if I don't have enough trust in Bosun, that means when we have signed our when we've signed that we want to open a shared wallet that we want to transact on chain, Bosun can just go on chain and carry my money and run. Although it may not be possible, but it can be possible. So now it requires high level of trust for the channel operators. I and Bosu need to know that this is our goal. You understand? But with Bitcoin, you don't need any trust. What concerns you on the network, on the Bitcoin network, is to come and transact, come and keep your value, come and store your value, come and hold your value. You don't need to trust anyone in the Bitcoin block network. But Lightning, when you're opening the channel, of which that does not concern all of us that are focusing more on wallets, this is more of like the in-depth of your wallet. Lightning is more than just you have a wallet. There's a deep meaning to it, and this is what we're exploring. And the other thing there is that Lightning is not widely adopted, and it requires on-chain transaction to open and close channel. So now you are not entirely depending alone on off-chain. As I said earlier, you are going to use the on-chain method to open your channel and to close your channel. Go for your SD. So different type of Lightning wallets. I don't know. Does anyone have any question to ask before we move into the different type of Lightning network? Lightning wallets. Does anyone have any question to ask so far? If you have any question, can you imagine? My co-host left me just like that. That's crazy, bro. Bosun, you smiled first. Bosun, you are going to be my next co-host. Bosun,
I'm
take it
here.
away.
I'm here.
I'm still here.
Okay.
Ah. Oh, I forgot come for your back. Sorry, I said it when you're in your presence. So sorry. Thank you so much for staying here, staying my co-host. So, Bosun, you never see anything, I swear. So, does anyone have any question to ask? Um, Dennis, so it depends on the transaction. Does the channel needs to have Bitcoin when one open? Yes, the channel necessarily doesn't need to have Bitcoin. But when you're trying to open a channel, you need Bitcoin. You may not need one Bitcoin. You can need like 600,000 sats, depending on the liquidity you have at that moment. Some people use about 0.02. We are going to explore that later. Surely we'll do explore that later. I will also watch videos to help us understand more. But you need Bitcoin to open and close it. But when you're transacting on it, you are free to just transact any way you want. And funny enough, you can just transact directly on the network without having to use a wallet. Because I said this is like Lightning implementation. They have made everything standardized, so you just have to open a channel on with them, and you are free to transact with them easily. So this is very, very technical and complex, but I believe this is very, very worthwhile to know, because tomorrow now you can be asked to write on Lightning Network. The little at least you understand, you can at least come up with a good sentence for Lightning. You won't just write Lightning Network. Lightning Network is having a wallet, sending it and receiving it. No, it is very more far than that. So, William, thank you so much. My honorable co-host, really enjoying you so much. Thank you so much. But soon, maybe next time, our guy is still there. Okay, so a Lightning wallet is a bit different than a Bitcoin wallet, though it performs the same function, such as receiving and sending Bitcoin. The difference is that a Lightning wallet allows you to send Bitcoin on the Lightning network, which itself is a second layer on top of the Bitcoin network. So when this is my phone now, let me say this is my two phones now. I want to send Bitcoin from my Lightning wallet to my other Lightning wallet. Fine. But if I want to send Bitcoin from my one Lightning wallet to my second Lightning wallet, there's a problem. To my second Bitcoin wallet, there's a problem, because now I am now trying to interfere with the normal network, of which the whole idea there is to just interact Lightning to Lightning. But now when I'm saying I'm on Lightning, I want to interact, because of I'm on Lightning, I can interact with the Bitcoin network. That is another problem, and I will have to pay fees. The Lightning network should be interacted with Lightning to Lightning, not Lightning to Bitcoin. That's why I said. That's why I made the mention of, if you doubt, go to Blink, go to Wallet of Satoshi, try to send Bitcoin on chain. There's a feature there that allows you to send Bitcoin on chain, and just try to send, like, just put any test amount like 50,000 sats, send you. And when you try to like slide to confirm, or when you try to like confirm your transaction, you'll find out that they will tell you that the transaction fee is very high. So Lightning wallet cannot interact with the Bitcoin wallet without paying for fee, but a Lightning wallet can interact with a Lightning wallet without paying that much fee. See, everybody, see this idea here now. See this idea. See this idea. I am using wallet of Satoshi. If you are using Blink wallet, right? And I'm trying to transfer Bitcoin to you in your Blink wallet, but I'm using wallet of Satoshi. Just because we never created our wallet, didn't create like a direct channel, like Blink and wallet of Satoshi, they never created a direct channel when I'm trying to make a transaction to you. So there's something we call the lightning nodes and the routing nodes. Digest this thing first. The lightning on its own would would when I'm trying to send Bitcoin from my wallet of Satoshi to um Informer's Blink, although our custodial service never opened the channel together. But what will happen there is that when I just click send to send to your address, Informer, sharply and fast, in a very, very fast speed, the lightning itself would route for the nearest or the closest channel to each other. So now, although Blink never created a direct channel with wallet of Satoshi, but there's a channel that creates with Blink, or there's a central channel, and that should be the LND, which is the direct Lightning implementation that both Blink and Wallet of Satoshi is using. So because we Blink and Wallet of Satoshi never created the same channel, Blink will have to pay a routing fee, and that routing fee is the fee that the Lightning itself would take, or a node would take, a Lightning node would take, for like routing the nearest possible way to transact the payment easily. Since there's no direct payment, but there's something called the routing, like a router. The router makes it easier for fees to be for transactions should be paid, whether indirectly or directly. Because now this is a network effect. Everyone, one way or the other, would have interacted with oneself. So instead of you to find the nearest or the closest, no. Only what you need is to do is just to go on your wallet and send Bitcoin. Then the Lightning itself would route the transaction to the nearest channel where Informer which is the Blink wallet, is on. It is very technical, but this is very, very effective, guys. So now, just as we saw in the previous chapter with Bitcoin wallet, Lightning wallet have different characteristics that need to be considered before choosing one. So let us, I don't know, we are going to round up. Guys, this is very, very crazy. We've taken a lot of time. That is 6:22. So let us end it by 6:30. Just give me 8 more minutes, guys. I really appreciate you all for joining. But this is very, very awesome to digest. So there are different type of Lightning network, Lightning wallet. Number one, we have the self-custodial and the custodial wallet. So Lightning wallets can be broken down into very specific categories. But for the sake of simplicity, we will just divide them into two, and that is the self-custodial and the custodial. So Glenn mentioned about this self-custodial and custodial, and let me just give you a quick breakdown. A custodial wallet is a wallet that the wallet providers hold your private keys, but a self-custodial or non-custodial. So you can either call it self-custodial or non-custodial. I don't fucking need your custodial service. This kind of wallet gives you access to your own private keys. That means you are directly holding your keys. You are directly holding your rights to your Bitcoin. So Blink is an example of a Lightning custodial wallet. Wallet of Satoshi is an example of a Lightning custodial wallet. Why? Because when you want to register with Blink, they never give you an option to hold your keys. They just create an account, open a password, you're done. When you wanted to create a wallet of Satoshi, they just told you to open a wallet, put your password, you are done. But there's also a self-custodial Lightning wallet that most of us might not know, and one of them is Phoenix Wallet. Phoenix Wallet. This is a wallet of a wallet made by Async, and this Lightning wallet gives its user their private keys. So now you can hold your private keys via Lightning. And guys, let me let you know, if you are saying, oh, since you said Lightning is good for intermediaries, I prefer to save all my Bitcoin on Lightning, bro. You've heard that with Lightning, you need to open a channel. What if, just what if you open a self-custodial Lightning um, wallet and you stored all your wealth, all your value into that stuff, and now the the people that open the channel actually ran out of liquidity. They just close. Now you have to look for where you can recover
Sorry, Destiny.
your Bitcoin
There,
with your
there-
keys. So
there's
now
a
this is
question
this
from Dennis.
okay.
Is asking about Green Wallet.
Oh, okay. Green wallet, Baba Bosun. You are the one that is causing all this. Man, I don't lie. Oh. Seriously, you're just putting up different kind of wallets here, Bosun. So green wallet is a Bitcoin on-chain wallet. It is different from Lightning wallet. It is a Bitcoin wallet because it is more of like Bitcoin than Lightning. It is more of like on-chain than off-chain. So with green wallet, you hold your private keys. And those seed phrases that you are seeing there, they are technically your private keys. There's a reason why you would they are in form of seed phrases. So we'll talk about that in our chapter 9. But the idea there is that private keys is not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be A, B, 1, 2. It's just like a string of alphanumeric alphabet or keys. But the cryptographer, it is them that made it very, very easier to understand. Because now, funny enough, if you have this string of alphanumeric keys and you just mistake one letter, you are done. Your Bitcoin is gone. But the cryptographer saw it as, yo, we need to find an easy way for everyone to hold their keys. So they did this cryptographic magic and they come up with seed phrase. So that seed phrase are your private key. So Green Wallet is a Bitcoin wallet. It's an on-chain wallet. Why the likes of Blink, Wallet of Satoshi, Phoenix is a Lightning wallet. They are Lightning wallet. So just to know, My device is even low. So just as Bitcoin wallets, a self-custodial Lightning wallet, example, Phoenix wallet, is the one that you control the keys to the wallet, whereas a custodial Lightning wallet is the one that someone controls your key for you. When using a custodial wallet, you are only giving access to the wallet, but you depend on someone for permission to use your money. Yes, because you are never with your key. Someone is holding your key for you. So they have to do what they want. So they don't need to do what they want. Sorry. They don't need to do what they want. So they are the one they're going to hold your. So when your keys are not with you, the people that are holding your keys are actually the owner of your Bitcoin, because now your Bitcoin is being signed under their name, not your name. But now with your keys, your Bitcoin now is signed. Your Bitcoin is signed on your name. So your private keys are your ownership for your money. They are your receipt. They are the receipt that the Bitcoin network, that everyone in the network would know that yes, this Bitcoin belongs to you. So that's why, in as much as they are trying to fight from on chain, do as well as much as possible to stack off chain, stack with Lightning, then transfer your wealth to on chain. That is the best advice, and that is when true sovereignty takes place. Because Lightning is a solution, it is not the network that Satoshi built. It is an idea that came up from two people, and it is a good idea. It solves problem, but it should not be taken as strong as Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the real deal. So in as much as you want to play around Lightning, make sure that you follow you do due diligence, do your own research, find out the wallet that is good for you. If possible, reach out to me, reach out to anyone to let you know what is the right thing for you. You don't need to reach out to anyone. There's YouTube. You can check out YouTube videos that would help you out along the way. So, just like the Bitcoin wallets we saw in the previous chapter, Lightning wallets can be open source and closed source. Mind you, always look at for open source and closed source.